I'm only 4 trophies away from an EGOT. An EGOT is a collection of the 4 top awards in American entertainment: the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, and the Tony. Now, I'm not saying that it's easy to win these 4 trophies, and I'm not saying it's easy to win any one of them. I've never won a trophy in my life, not even a participatory trophy. I was once given I don't know what you'd call it, like a little marble rectangle paperweight, like the grave marker of a pet, but not a beloved pet, more like something you won at a carnival. But I know people who've won trophies, great trophies, Olympic trophies. No, medals. You win medals at the Olympics. In the summer of '96, I worked with a guy from Brazil, and we were talking about the Olympic Games in Atlanta. And he told me that he won a bronze medal in the 1980 Moscow Olympics. Now, I've never been able to validate that story, and I may have been misled, but it doesn't matter. There was another guy at that job named Tony, and Tony has gone on to win an Emmy. Excuse me for a second. My cousin Chris has an Emmy. Okay, he's not my real cousin. It's one of those things where, I don't know, maybe our grandparents knew each other or something, and one day I'm invited to some family reunion pool party, and I don't know anybody, but they're cool with me having as much potato salad as I want. Anyway, he's got an Emmy. My cousin Sally has a Grammy, and she's a real cousin. But here's the kicker. When you think of the Grammy, you think of recording artists. Sally's not a recording artist. Sally's a visual artist. She won a Grammy for designing the packaging for Ride with Bob. We always think of EGOTs being the big stars, but there are obscure categories in all of the EGOT industries. Things that don't make it onto the office Oscar pool. Things you don't see on the awards show. So in my effort to earn an EGOT, I might be able to sneak in on some lesser known, not so glamorous category. Something where I'm not going head to head with Meryl Streep. So where do I begin? It's tempting to start with an Academy Award because I already have the speech written. I've got it memorized. I've been practicing it for years. I'd like to thank the Academy and, of course, my fellow nominees whose performances over the years have inspired me to excellence. Okay, let's stop. I don't think I'm giving you the right picture. I think you might relate to what I'm saying and think, oh, sure, well, everybody does that in the mirror, but I don't think you do what I do. For instance, I realized no one holds a microphone at the Academy Awards, so I have a microphone stand. And I don't own a bathrobe. As a bald man, I also don't own a hairbrush, so if I'm in the bathroom talking into a brush, it could be a toothbrush, which would make a horrible microphone, or I may be doing something you'd rather not think about. Is this thing on? But life has a way of revealing our journey's path, and my path begins on a Broadway stage. And I've been on a Broadway stage 4 times. 1984, Ian McKellen acting Shakespeare. Ian McKellen, not Sir Ian, a young Ian McKellen, before he was knighted. He's just a guy. A 44-year-old Ian McKellen invites anyone in the audience who fancies himself an actor to join him on stage for the final scene. I'm there on a high school field trip. A few classmates and I take to the stage, among them my friend Chris Garcia. Ian McKellen's direction, We collapse upon the stage at the Ritz Theater, casualties on the battlefield at Agincourt, where Henry V reviews the roster of the fallen. 1998, I'm dating a woman who's a denizen in a revival of Arthur Miller's A View from the Bridge. She invites me to meet her before the Sunday matinee on the day of the Tony Awards. We get something to eat, and she shows me around the theater. I'm on stage at the Neil Simon Theater, and I meet Allison Janney, who is nominated for the Best Actress in a Drama that night. I meet Anthony LaPaglia, who wins Best Actor in a Drama that night. Now, I'm not saying I caused it. I'm not saying that being on the stage with me had anything to do with him winning the Tony, but he hasn't won a Tony since. February 3rd, 2018, my cousin Sally, remember her, the Grammy winner? She and her husband are in New York to see Hamilton with friends. I send a note to my old friend Chris Garcia. Remember him? My fallen brother in arms on the field of Agincourt? Just a few weeks earlier, Chris had seen Hamilton and posted a photo of the playbill on social media. I noticed his daughter Lexi's name in the cast. I reach out to Chris. Chris puts me in touch with Lexi. I meet Sally and her husband and their friends after the show at the stage door. We meet Lexi, and we're on stage at the Richard Rodgers Theater. Richard Rodgers, by the way, an EGOT. Excuse me. February 23rd, 2018, midwinter recess. Lexi arranges Hamilton tickets for me and my daughter Ella. We invite my friend Matt and his daughter Oona, and after the show, I'm on stage again at the Richard Rodgers Theater, and it starts to become clear to me that this is my path, and on this path I keep meeting the people who will be instrumental to my journey. Lexi, Chris, Ian McKellen, Matt, Oona, Allison Janney, Ella, my cousin Sally, and my old friend Tony Dalton. With their help, 4 EGOT trophies are within my reach, and the only thing standing in my way is that damn toilet. No, don't.